All right, everyone, we're live here on YouTube. Not sure how many people I'm expecting, but hey, if you're watching, thanks for tuning in. Uh, this is the return of Let's Grapple here on the Too Sweet Cosplay YouTube channel. I'm STVO. If this is your first time checking in, I hope you enjoy it. Please be sure to check out the Too Sweet Cosplay YouTube channel in general. If you're not familiar with this, YouTube channel, pretty much Too Sweet Cosplay is a wrestling cosplay group. We showcase wrestling cosplays and all sorts of creative stuff. Every week we do creative wrestling discussion. So, yeah, I'm here to get started. I did watch tonight's Smackdown. It was a very good show. I did enjoy seeing, I did enjoy seeing Jeff Hardy win the IC title. I think that's very cool that he won it from AJ Styles. Interesting that he used the knee brace. Would have been cool to see on the Summerslam 2020 show, but it's fine. I get it. Fox wants to have some hot matches too before going into pay-per-views, so I totally get it. It's all good. Also, interesting development. Sonya Deville announced that it's now going to be a loser leaves WWE match, and it's going to be so it's going to be a no DQ match, loser leaves WWE match between her and Sonya Deville or Mandy Rose. So I'm going to talk about that in a short minute. Hey Andrew, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Glad you joined it. Thank you for tuning in. Just to give you all an update, I was going to have NXT TakeOver predictions with the rest of the Too Sweet Cosplay crew. Unfortunately, beyond circumstances, we had some problems with the video editing software. I was up pretty late, but unfortunately I have to also go to work. So I'm going to try to edit that after this video is done, so I will do the best I can. So that being said, yeah, I enjoyed Smackdown. Nice ending with The Fiend coming out. I also really liked Rambling Rabbit and Huskus the Pig doing that Romeo and Juliet thing, or Shakespeare if you will. That was very funny. I really enjoyed seeing that. But yeah, I'm gonna I'll kind of incorporate some of tonight's SmackDown talk into the predictions as we go. So starting things off, I'm gonna go up with this match. I also peeked to see they didn't add any other matches. Hey Frank, let's see, Andrew D here. Yo, yep. List of questions in advance. I will take a look at those for sure. I'm going to start it off in just a short moment. I'll pull them up. I know what you're talking about. I saw that in my feed. And Finley's here to join us. Say hello, Finley. But yeah, so I'm going to pull up those questions too, and we're going to go over it. But I'm going to go over the matches. Give me a short second here. I'm going to pull up the information. If anybody does have a question or comment they want to leave as I go with the feed, that would be awesome. I'm glad that there's at least 3 people here, so yay for that. I was expecting 0, but hey, I'm glad to see that. So I'm pulling up the questions here. So now, right now, we got, let's start off with the pre-show match. What I'm assuming is the pre-show match. It's the Raw Tag Team Championship match between the Street Profits, the champions, taking on Andrade Almas and Angel Garza. So, just to let you know, thanks, I appreciate it, Frank. But yeah, so with that match, I really have nothing much to say about it. I'm not really, not really looking forward to it. They had that angle with, I believe it was not Angelo Dawkins. I don't remember. There was one of the members got poisoned by, Zelina Vega, and of course it was revealed she did it. Oh wow, big surprise there. But yeah, so it's whatever. I'm just gonna go with that prediction. I guess the Street Profits will retain. We could see Andrade and Garza win the belts, just to kind of switch things up. But I don't really see them adding anything. Overall, I don't know. I'm not looking forward to this match. I'm fine with either team winning. I don't really have too much to say, honestly. The next match, kind of talked about it a little before going in, is the hair versus hair match. Now a loser leaves WWE match as a Friday night Smackdown on Fox. Sonya Deville is going to be taking on Mandy Rose. And per our Too Sweet Face-Off posts over on Facebook, 89% of you who voted, and I'm only counting Facebook votes to count, 89% of you wanted Mandy Rose to win this match over the 11% who wanted Sonya Deville to win. But yeah, in case you haven't seen SmackDown tonight, what happened there was that Sonya Deville came out in a rage, and she essentially what she said is, you know, she was pissed off about everything, and she's decided she wants this match to be a, you know, no disqualification match, and instead of just it being the loser loses the hair, it's gonna be the loser leaves his WWE. And in case you haven't seen the news, you know, someone tried to kidnap Sonya Deville in her own house. So she probably is going to be taking time off, you know, just to kind of get over like this tragic, crazy incident. So I was already predicting Sonya to lose this match just because Mandy Rose has a modeling career. So I thought, oh, hey, I think that Mandy's going to win this match. I mean, yeah, I thought Mandy was going to win it the first time. I think she's going to win it this time. So Mandy Rose will be the winner of that match. The next match is going to be a street fight between Dominic Mysterio taking on Seth Rollins. And per the Too Sweet Face-Off consensus, 59% of you wanted Dominic Mysterio to win this match, while 41% wanted Seth Rollins to win. So Dominic edges out for the win, but Seth was almost there. There are plenty of fans of the Monday Night Messiah. So with that being said, they did have Rey Mysterio return on Raw. I think they should have probably waited till SummerSlam to have him come back. But my ultimate prediction here, I think that Dominic's going to win his first match. More than likely, since this is a street fight, from the assistance of his dad, Ray. I'm expecting it to be a good match. I think Seth Rollins is a good person to help kind of put Dominic over in his first ever match. So I think that's going to happen. I've heard some people say that the Ray and Seth feud will continue. Yes, I definitely agree with that. So I'm definitely looking forward to that match. I think it's going to be a solid bout. So yeah, I think Dominic has a very good future ahead of him. Seth should Andrew T says Seth should win, but it's going to go to Dom. Yeah, it could go either way. I'm fine with either result. I think because Dom's debuting, maybe he could get the win, and he could also say, "Hey, I beat the guy who beat Brock Lesnar twice, a multi-time world champion, Universal champion." I think that would be pretty cool, and yeah, would put Dominic over pretty big, even if it was through cheating. But hey, it's a street fight, so it's kind of like rules are out the window anyways. So Andrew T also says, I wish this was a single or tag match instead of a singles. Yeah, some people were saying that. They said, oh, Ray and Dom should take on Seth and Buddy. Yeah, I could see that, you know. Could go either way. But for now, I'm fine with this. Maybe next pay-per-view, Payback, which is literally a week away. I'm going to talk about that for the next part of the video. But yeah, so in the next match, we didn't do a Too Sweet Face-Off consensus because they've already had this match before, and also was going to be a match at Extreme Rules, but circumstances prevented it. So it's the United States Championship match with champion Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews as the champion taking on MVP. MVP has been on a roll. I really do like how he's been, taking the hurt business to a bigger, big circumstances. He's been a big deal. He's really carried his weight ever since returning to Monday Night Raw and the WWE in general. Apollo Crews has been a good champion. I would be okay with MVP winning it back. But because MVP kind of had that short victory, I think that Apollo is going to retain, because I think it would be kind of just weird for it to go back and forth. Loving the comments here. Frank Castle comments, custody of Dom ladder match again, except now he's a grown man. Rollins versus Ray. Yes, I can see it. And hey, we're up to 5 viewers. Nice. I'll take that. But back onto the United States title match. I'm gonna say that I'm predicting Apollo Crews to win, and that ties into Payback. We can argue that Lashley should probably be in the world title scene against Drew. I won't get too into that. I kind of talked about it in past predictions videos, but I think that, Apollo retains now because Payback's a week later. We're going to see Bobby Lashley take the title off him there, but you never know. We'll see what happens. Next up match, I'm going to talk about 2 matches in this one. It's Asuka taking on both Bayley, and then for the SmackDown's Women's Championship, and Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's Championship. And it looks like Finley's about to take off. Bye, Finley. Good seeing you. But starting it off, we saw tonight on SmackDown that Naomi challenged both Sasha as well as Bayley. Interestingly enough, Sasha won her match against Naomi in the Beat the Clock challenge. Meanwhile, Bayley got pinned by Naomi. Very interesting there. I think, I'm going to go over this a little more. But starting off, I think Bayley is going to keep her title just because she suffered that big loss. Finley's here blocking up the screen, looking for something. But anyways, Bayley, I think that Bayley is going to, win her match. Sasha helps Bayley to retain, but Bayley accidentally cost Sasha her title. Yeah, I would agree with that. I think that's precisely what's going to happen. I think that, Bayley's going to retain the title. Meanwhile, she has the opportunity to help Sasha retain her title against Asuka, and Asuka ends up just, winning back the Raw Women's title. Yeah, I'm sorry to the Sasha fans, but I just think that her losing at the pay-per-view streak will continue, where she's going to drop the Raw title back. Frank comments, I hope Sasha doesn't lose her belt again that quick. Yeah, I mean, it would suck, but I think, the seeds are being planted for the split of the role models, the besties, if you will, between Bayley and Sasha Banks will happen. So I definitely foresee that as what's going to be happening. And then at Payback, they did announce they're going to be defending the women's tag team titles. They didn't say which team yet, but I think that they're going to lose the titles there, and we'll continue to have Sasha and Bayley build up to their eventual SmackDown Women's Championship match. Asuka and Shayna versus Golden Role Models for the belts at Payback. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I think they did discuss that. That could be a potential option. Maybe we'll get Asuka 2 belts, if you will. We'll see. Now we're on to the main title matches. Match number 7, it's going to be the Universal Championship match. Braun Strowman, the champion, versus The Fiend, Bray Wyatt. So, yeah, very interesting SmackDown tonight, Both appear to be heels. I really think that. Braun threw Firefly Funhouse Bray over that. He threw that over. Got thrown over, and he was going to be taken to the hospital. Everyone was predicting that Braun was going to flip the ambulance. So, yeah, that was very interesting. And of course, the Fiend comes out of there. Like I mentioned earlier, I thought the Firefly Funhouse skit prior to all that was hilarious. Loved a Rambling Rabbit dressed as Alexa Bliss, Huskus the Pig dressed as Braun Strowman with the "Get These Hooves" t-shirt. Freaking hilarious, I'll tell you. But, I'm agreeing with all the comments in the chat. Fiend definitely will win the Universal title again, winning his 2nd Universal Championship. I don't know. You know what? Here's what I'm going to think. I think that Alexa Bliss is going to actually come out. Maybe she'll debut a dark persona of sorts. To kind of get Braun distracted, kind of like she did at the horror show at Extreme Rules during the Swamp match. Like she was doing that Sister Abigail thing. Maybe it'll be the same look. Maybe it'll be a more updated, scary look featuring a mask. I don't know yet. We'll see. Next match, it's the main event. It's the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. It's going to be Drew McIntyre, the champion, taking on Randy Orton. Abigail Bliss, love it. Frank, Andrew D. I think that, I was originally going to pick Randy Orton, but because of this whole retribution thing, I'm expecting some kind of angle. I think they're going to screw it up for both men, and we're gonna get it back at Payback. We're gonna see Randy Orton maybe win it at Payback for now. Drew McIntyre will retain. I don't know if we're gonna call it a double disqualification. I don't know if Drew's gonna win via DQ or maybe even Randy Orton will win via DQ. But the bottom line is, I see it being that the retribution comes and fucks things up for everybody there, and I'll kind of close out SummerSlam, kind of building into Payback. I mean, I don't think they should use one of their big four pay-per-views to promote a random, second C-rate pay-per-view into. I don't think they should build that, but because they're doing a pay-per-view a week after, which goes beyond me why they would even think of doing that. I don't know. I just don't think that's a good idea, but whatever. I think that's what's going to happen. I think the match will be very good, however. I think that it's going to be a great back and forth, but I think that we're going to get it prolonged and Randy Orton will win it at Payback, but for now, Drew McIntyre will retain. And then Andrew D. comments, knowing WWE, Hornswoggle will lead the retribution. And then, Andrew T. also comments, this is such a hard one to call. It could go either way. Yeah, it really could. So, I mean, I'm going to predict, like I said, I'm predicting like a double disqualification or Drew wins by disqualification. Now, that being said, I'm going to rate my excitement for the pay-per-view. While you didn't get to see my NXT TakeOver, me and the group's NXT TakeOver video just yet, we're hoping to have it up maybe later tonight if I play my cards right. Otherwise, more likely tomorrow. Which really sucks because I'd rather have it up, in a reasonable time before the pay-per-view, but that's life. Got the full-time job, and then I got to edit these shows at night, so it's kind of a straight thing, but it is what it is. Shout out to Andrew D for giving me a nice video software to try editing it with. Anywho, I'm getting off topic. I'm rating my excitement an 8 out of 10, so it's one up from my NXT TakeOver 30 of 7. So you'll see our group's predictions very soon. I'm going to try to get that video up and running pronto after this video. Andrew T. Oops, sorry. Getting used to this whole YouTube thing, so bear with me. The comments gone. I'm learning, guys, so I apologize, but anyways, 8 out of 10. I think it's going to be a very good show. I think the Thunderdome is very cool. I actually prefer it to the NBA. It's kind of cool seeing like a full arena of video screens. I think that is very awesome. I do like that. So I think it's going to be great. But I'm hoping in the future we can do more live videos. Try to figure out a way to get all 4 Too Sweet Cosplay admins on there and chatting. Because it is cool to do it pre-recorded regardless. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. It would be great to have everybody on regardless. We were going to try to do SummerSlam as a 4-way discussion per our usual videos like Too Sweet Converse. But unfortunately, just time was running out for yesterday's recordings. You can only have so much time with that. But, so, up to 8. I see 10, so... Yay! Much more than I expected, so I'm happy about that. You know what? You're going to see the NXT TakeOver predictions very soon. You're also going to see a special edition of Too Sweet Converse, episode number 17, where me, Nico, Wildcard, and UJV will all discuss our Wizard World memories as well as any other things like some favorite moments, things like that. Definitely going to be posted soon, so stay tuned. That's going to be a more convention-heavy episode. There's definitely going to be some wrestling discussion, like wrestlers we have met, but it is mostly convention talk and cosplay. So this page is called Too Sweet Cosplay after all, so that's what you should expect. Andrew T says, missing cons hardcore right now. Yeah, us too, especially after this episode where we discussed that. So hoping that, it's great to have like the online community to be able to chat about that stuff and, just be able to discuss this stuff in general. I'm going to answer some questions from Andrew D right here. I'm going to pull up the questions really quick and we can go over them. Yeah, this thing's a little slow, so give me a second here. And Nico, if you're watching, I do apologize. I don't know how to pull someone else on camera for this. I will figure out some way to do that in future live editions on YouTube. So that's pretty much it. So, all right, yeah, I do see all the topics. The Thunderdome, I really liked it. I think it is a cool concept. I would probably be blind in the arena doing it if I was those wrestlers. So I applaud WWE for doing it. I was a little weary of it because I didn't like how it looked for the NBA. I'm not a big sports watcher, but I have tuned into sports just to see how they're handling things with empty crowds and no fans in the arena. But props to WWE. Knock on wood, I have an on-call or will call for this Sunday's SummerSlam. So I'm hoping to be on there live, but if not, that's okay. I'll try for Raw or Smackdown or whatever else after. Braun being heel, I like it. Very cool. Jeff Hardy winning the IC title. Congratulations, I am happy for him. He won his 5th IC title. I'm very pleased with that. AJ was a good IC champ. Maybe we could argue he dropped it a little soon, but it did feel like it was a while, even though it was only like June or July where he won the belt, but it is what it is. I'm fine with it. Randy Orton winning a 14th world title. That'd be cool. I'm not opposed to that. I think he will do it, but at Payback instead of SummerSlam. NXT TakeOver. What am I most looking forward to? I would say Karrion Kross versus Keith Lee. That definitely will be the match of the night. Again, I talk a little bit more with the other guys in general. I'm going to talk about that some more on the Too Sweet Converse TakeOver predictions video, which I will aim to have up pronto. What else we got here? AEW returning to live fans. That's great. They are doing that stuff, but with the pandemic going on, I would be careful as hell with going to those shows. That's going to be very interesting to see how that goes. Andrew T comments says, the video package for Lee and Cross was amazing. Yeah, I love that. Probably the best part, in my personal opinion, of last Wednesday's NXT show. So, yeah, I'll be honest. I talk about it a little more in the video too, but not yet for attending. Yes, yeah, I agree. I don't think I would want to attend a show like that so soon. But what was I saying? Yeah, the video package for Keith Lee and then Karrion Kross, I would say that was I would say that's maybe one of the best parts of this Wednesday's NXT. I thought they could have done a bit of a better job for running unopposed to AEW this week. They got 853,000 viewers this week, which is cool. Big improvement, but didn't crack 1 million. You'd think that with being unopposed to AEW, like a larger chunk of wrestling fans would jump on, but guess not. Oh well, they have 2 more times to try and take advantage of it, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, no, for AEW, I'd say it is too soon to return with like the attendance. At least it's only at 15%, but you gotta be careful with that stuff, you guys. You never know. Let's see, Renee Young leaving. Oh yeah, with her. Interestingly enough, they're bringing Talking Smack back this weekend. We'll see if that's kind of a ploy to keep her to stay, or kind of her last hurrah, like Dean Ambrose, Jon Moxley's The Shield Last Stand special they aired on the WWE Network before he left. That was a very interesting thing with them announcing the hype. It's a go-home show. Ain't cracking 1 million with that type of show. Oh, hell no. Not a chance. Not one chance at all. But no, with Renee Young, I could understand why she did want to leave, just because, I mean, she's no longer on Smackdown anymore. She was for a while, or was it Raw or Smackdown? I can't even remember at this point. But she was on the main shows, but she's no longer commentating for them. WWE Backstage got canceled, which was pretty much her top show. I mean, she was still doing stuff backstage, not WWE Backstage, the Fox show. Smackdown. Thank you, Andrew T. Yeah, I knew it was one of them. Andrew D comments, it was always going to happen with Mox in AEW. Yeah, and that I agree. I think because, John Moxley's in AEW now, it's bound to happen. Some people are saying, she might go to ESPN. Oh, Fox Sports might cast her. They may be able to work some kind of deal where she does half with AEW and half with the other sports channels. But in the end, we're going to see her in AEW, be it full-time or part-time in some capacity. That's my ultimate prediction. I just can't see her not being AEW at this point. She should join Too Sweet Cosplay. Yes, why not? What does she cosplay? Maybe she could jump on. The Velveteen Dream, I talk about it more in the Gaines Too Sweet Converse predictions for TakeOver. I don't think he should be getting too huge a push. If they want to get him on TV more and do stuff with him because they're confident that he is innocent, okay, I guess, but I would hold off on it. Bad look by WWE with him winning. I agree. And again, I talk about it more. I'm not happy that Finn Balor's not in the North American title scene. At the very least, he is on the pay-per-view, but kind of a thrown together match. SMP comments, Renee Young. Oh, jeez. Sorry, these stupid comments. Okay, sorry, here we go. Renee Young is so good she can announce any sport. Yeah, you never know. She definitely could. She's got a good personality, and I think she can work for any field she goes. And obviously, she has a cookbook, so we'll see how that goes. I don't think she has anything to worry about with leaving, but I think I answered all the questions. If anybody else has anything, we could discuss. But I think SummerSlam's going to be a good pay-per-view this weekend. I'm personally looking forward to it. Finn Balor deserves better for sure. Ever since the Universal title injury, it hasn't been the same. Yeah, it has not. And I think they kind of still hold somewhat of a grudge against him for that happening. SMP comments, I like the Velveteen Dream, but being shoehorned in the title picture, I don't like. Yeah, especially with the current situation going on. I think they should have probably waited for that, but you never know. They may surprise you, and you could be the champion just to get the internet pissed off. But, yes, let's see. Andrew T comments, I'm pissed what happened to Finn, but I'm stoked to see him and Thatcher lock up tomorrow. Absolutely. Even though this isn't going to be a big deal match, I think it'll be a good match. I think that the two will definitely put on the match and put on a hell of a job with that. And then finally, Frank Castle comments, WWE's tone deaf. Yeah. And then SMP comments, I would want the new blood to hold the North American title. Again, I'll talk about that more, but if I were to choose just between two people, I would either make it Damian Priest or Bronson Reed. Those would be my top choices. Some people say Johnny Gargano should win it. Saki, what's up, man? Good to see you. Thanks for joining. But yeah, I want to be opposed for Johnny Gargano, but I think that it should just be. I think it should either be Bronson Reed or Damian Priest. I think either would be great candidates. I was hoping Dexter Lumis won, but he got hurt, says Andrew D. Yeah, it's unfortunate. He was getting some momentum. Guess when he returns, hopefully he'll be back in the scene. But all right, so we're about to hit the 30-minute mark. Thank you guys for all tuning in. Wow, 13 people watching for first live video. SMP comments, Johnny can be used for more. He doesn't really need gold, to be honest. Yeah, that's very true. Saki the Sock Puppet comments, gotta get ready for Drew McIntyre virtual meet and greet. Oh, yeah. Yeah, congratulations for getting that. Can't wait to see the photos there, Saki. Hope you enjoy the meetup. That sounds cool. Make sure to post a video, and if you want us to post it on the Too Sweet Cosplay channel, I'll be glad to put that up as well. The other comment, yeah, that ankle injury was nasty. Oh yeah, yeah, it definitely was. Hey everybody, thank you all for tuning in. You know, if you want to see more videos with us and see me and the other guys do some live videos together, I'll try to figure out a way to for us to do a live stream with 4 or at least more than one person, but maybe I'll just try to do some of these solo ones too. But yeah, always let us know what content you would like to see. And then SMP comments, when will TSC sign up for AEW? Whenever they will let us. We're always in for an AEW show. Obviously not during the pandemic where where it may not be the safest to go to these wrestling shows, even if they're requiring masks, have hand sanitizer everywhere, you name it. But we will see. Hey, thank you all for tuning in. You have a great night. It was a very fun show. So you all take care and have a great one. Tune out now.